a guest suggestion, you should send it to pawsprotv@aol.com.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate that. A lot of that applause, I'm sure, for the guys here on the couch. Just hearing the stories is just unbelievable. Let me start off with, this is John Thornton, middleweight. I guess, were you a champion at Delaware Park? Or did they have, you know, what?
Well, it was, no, I wouldn't say a champion, but I was the competitor.
Yeah.
I was the one to beat.
Yeah. Oh, you were the guy. Yeah. And
they had a favorite out there. They called him Big Brother Howard. You remember him? Mm-hmm. He said he couldn't be beat. And Jock said, John, he called me John. He said, John, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to shut him up. I said, okay. So he put the favorite. He was a favorite at Delaware Park then.
Until after you got it.
Until after I got it. Then I beat him. And he come shook my hand. He said,
because you guys keep mentioning that, because let me introduce everybody first of all. Joe, I want to get that last name right.
Barbese.
Barbese. I guess, what was your title in the ring? Well, they had to have a name for Barbese. I know, you couldn't have been just, here's Joe Barbese. It had to be
Joltin' Joe.
Joltin' Joe. Okay. And then over here, Ronnie, I guess, Joe, you were a heavyweight. Ronnie, yes. You were any weight that wanted to fight. Anybody
that come down there that wanted to fight, they'd either match him with me or him.
Okay. It didn't matter.
John, I tell you, when John quit fighting down there, when anybody come down there and wanted to fight, it was either me or him would get them.
And it was just Tuesday nights, because my wife used to tell me, because she grew up right there at the park, and as a kid, she would go over on Tuesday nights for fight night. She said every Tuesday night it was fight night at Delaware Park.
Yeah, well over 1,000 people.
Yeah, every Tuesday night it was like this massive crowd, and you guys, was it sanctioned boxing? I mean, you know, I hear you guys talking about, you know, weight classes. And
it was sanctioned by Jock LaBelle.
Who is Jock?
Well, Jock was the guy that put the fights on. He was the matchmaker and the referee, and he controlled the concession stand in there. And anything to do with boxing, he was the man.
I take it Jock is no longer with us.
No, I wish he was. Jock was a
nice
good man.
Jock was the recreational leader of Delaware Park.
Okay. And how he got a lot of the fighters was just, hey, you want to fight?
It's funny, because I'd be fighting somebody in there, and he would break us up in a clinch. He'd say, throw your left hook, he's playing his right hand. He'd tell me that. He'd say, throw your left hook, he's dropping his right hand. He would tell me that.
So he was also your corner guy as he's refereeing, you know, because
he wanted me to win.
Now, could anybody? Cause I hear you guys talking about, because you fought anybody and everybody that came along.
Anybody that wanted to fight.
Yeah. And how did you get started in boxing? I mean,
well, I was training in a gym down there at this old brewery downtown. It's tore down now. They had a gym down there, and Lefty Gray was running it. Remember him? Yeah. Lefty Gray and Doodles Lum and Dick Steptoe was training. And I just went down there with a friend of mine. I started working out down there.
Doodles, Steptoe. I mean, these guys got some names back in those days.
In 1962, I went out to Delaware Park, and I was watching Joe fight out there. And the guy was telling me, he said, next year you'll be fighting down here. And in '63, I had my
first fight down there. Yes. So that'd be exciting. I mean, just because every Tuesday going down there.
I still remember, I had met Joe earlier in Richardson Park, but I went down there and I watched him fight. He knocked somebody out. I forget who it was.
Because we're talking, you say he hits, right?
Hey, he hit.
Yeah. You guys actually went together, I guess.
How many times was it?
3 fights you guys did.
No, 4. First fight, John put me in the first row of the crowd. Never forget, he took advantage of a young kid.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And we had 3 fights after that, and I think we drew 3 times.
Oh yeah, yeah. Just if you drawn against him, then you were right there then.
Yep. John had the experience, and I thought I had the muscle.
Yeah.
Experience.
Took it.
He did mention this. He also had the weight.
Oh, yeah, well, I was going to say, because he's heavyweight, you're middleweight, so that's a little disadvantage in itself. But you never fought these guys.
No, they were buddies.
Oh yeah,
buddies. Yeah.
Good friends and stuff and everything. But the stories you guys were telling, it just, we ought to do a TV show, Dave. Get these guys just to tell these stories, because there's so many stories out there to be heard that happen over at Delaware Park.
There's a lot of people would come down there just to fight him and me. I don't know why, but that's just the rumor was out that we was 2 fighters, and they'd come down and asking to fight us. There was a guy named Linnell Shepard. Did you ever hear of him?
Weightlifter.
He's a weightlifting champion.
Mr. Wilmington, Delaware.
I came down there one night and jocked the bell, said, there's a guy I've been waiting for 2 hours here wanting to fight you. I said, who is it? He said, Linnell Shepard. He said, come on, let's get weighed in. We went and weighed in. He said, yeah, close enough. The guy looked like 4 or 5 pounds between us.
You ever seen a blue toe? Blue toe, he had a real small waist and shoulders look like about 3 foot wide.
Yeah.
That's the way Linnell Shepard looked. And I was in his corner. I was his coach then. What was it, first round?
First round. You told me to throw the right hand right down the pike. That's what I did. The pike was his chin.
And Linnell Shepard, he never looked back. He kept going. He never come back for a rematch.
No, never want to fight anymore.
No, sir.
The muscle don't mean everything, right?
Didn't mean anything.
No.
Nothing.
Do you see a lot of difference in fighting today? I guess there is. I mean, there has to be. You know, it seems like you guys really, even though fighting was what it was back in those days, it was the tough man. Because we talk about that tough man competition going on today was what boxing was.
I see a lot of guys fighting today that basically don't know the basic fundamentals.
They don't have the,
yeah, right.
They get tired after 2 or 3 rounds. They're breathing hard. I mean, it's sad to see that.
You know, this is my hometown. This is Delaware. And some of the fights I've seen down Delaware Park that Thursday night, it was embarrassing to me because the first thing you, as a coach, the first thing you teach your kids is discipline and conditioning.
Speaking of that, I don't want to interrupt you because you're coaching and stuff. You're talking about that because you guys actually went on and managed. I think one of you did Henry Milligan.
Yes, I
coached Henry Milligan. Now, Joe, you were going to say.
Well, fighting was the easiest part of the whole thing. It was the training. It was the toughest.
Yeah.
Fighting was the easiest.
Fighting was easy.
Easy.
Getting ready to fight.
No, you guys did train then?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
I didn't know. I mean, I thought maybe just, okay, have a couple beers, let's get in the ring. You know?
Jock used to let me train down there. Yeah. I had the use of all the facilities down there, the ring, the heavy bags. And I used to take Dave and all of his brothers down there, and I'd train them guys down there.
Yeah.
He used to let me train down there, which was very nice of him to do.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a lot of gyms in town back in that era.
Yeah.
And we would go down there.
Well, you guys sound like you had a blast doing this. Yep. I mean, now you fought elsewhere, I guess, outside of Delaware Park as well. You were talking about fights all over.
I fought in Miami Beach, Bermuda.
What was your record coming out?
I had, in my professional record,
right.
I had 14 wins, 6 losses, and 4 draws.
Okay, that's respectable back in those times. How about yourself, Joe?
I won 84 and lost 22.
Holy cow! 100 fights.
Yeah, back when the heavyweight was anybody over 175.
That's his amateur record now.
Now today the heavyweights, I don't know about getting in the ring with them guys today. There's a monster, 6'8", 300.
Same men too.
Oh yeah.
But if you were over 175, you were a heavyweight. And I weighed about 200, 205, and I was a heavyweight.
There was no going back, and of course then Mr. T, you had what was your record there?
Oh, record at the racetrack?
Yeah.
It was a winning one. In the Marine Corps, I was also 2nd Marine Division middleweight champ.
Oh, yeah.
156 pounds.
Well, good.
It was 44 and 4.
Holy cow. That's before Delaware Park.
Yeah.
There's something I got to wrap it up. I want to thank you guys so much. There's so many more stories I'd love to hear. We got to have you guys back.
And I love to tell them.
Yeah, we'll have to have you back, and maybe we'll just do a show. She's telling me, you know, she's the boss, so she's saying, wrap it up. We got to wrap it up. Big hands for our legends here in Delaware. Stay with me right back right after this.
Of course, that's 10 years.